Welcome back, Gemini, to another episode of As the Tarot Turns. Yes, Gemini. You know I gotta be dramatic with my introductories, right? Yeah, maybe get a laugh or two. How you doing, Gemini? I hope you're doing good. We're gonna do something a little different today. We're going to do a reading that I like to call Down the Rabbit Tarot Hole. The setup and layout is a little bit different than you've probably seen in other tarot videos, so this is my version. I haven't done this version for you guys yet, so just follow along. And I'll guide you through it. We'll see what goes. Let's see what they gotta say. I got here a new deck. It's the Dark Mirror for, I like to call it shadow work, is basically what it is. We're gonna pull you a card from that deck, and let's see what your pre-guided message is for you to work on with your shadow side. So everybody has something that they have to work on. So I've already pre-shuffled all my decks to save you the pain and anguish of having to wait for an eternity for me to get done shuffling. So thought I'd be a little bit nice and cut down on the shuffling for you guys. Because I already know it takes me forever to shuffle, and I've already done the praying, meditating, and saged, and the good stuff for you guys. So no stress, no worry. Alright, so what my spirit guides have for you is the Black Flower Fragrance. It's an interesting card. It's number 16. Alright, let me set that aside. Alright, which language would you like me to read this in for you? Oh, yeah, guess it's going to be English today. Okay. That's all we're getting today, right? Alright, the Black Flower Fragrance, number 16. Right. Okay. And it says, love is not a white dove, nor it turns people into angels. Love can be ugly. Love can be cheap. Love can be rotten. But even ugly love has a right to exist. Even cheap love can raise to the sky. Even rotten love has the dignity of eternity. Even a black rose by any other name should still smell as sweet. Even if you are wrong, you still have the right to be angry. Even if you're not perfect, you have the right to be respected. Even if you are stupid, you have the right to be listened to. Even if you are lucky, you have the right to complain. Even if you are rich, you have the right to be sad. If you cannot shine because you are beautiful, then shine even if you are ugly. Shine because you are ugly. Gorgeously black, ugly as love, worn out as an angel, cheap as a crown, unconquered as a fragrance in the night. So basically, you should know that, of course, because this is in 4 or 5 different languages, the meaning that's coming across for the English version, it may be a little bit odd and different, but basically what it's trying to tell you is, from what I'm gathering for the picture and the message, is that just because it, don't judge a book by its cover. That's a saying that we know, you know. Don't judge a book by its cover, and just because it's your experience, it's not going to be, it doesn't mean it's going to be the same experience for everybody, you know. And we should appreciate our experience and appreciate others' experience from whatever it was, the way that they experienced you or you experienced them. You know, appreciate and be enlightened to accept that things are the way they are and not be so ugly towards yourself, you know? All right, so let's get to your Down the Rabbit Tarot hole reading. And as I tell all the other signs, you should know within 3 or 5 minutes if this reading is for you or not. So, OCD. Yeah. All right. Welcome, new viewers, new watchers, new cross watchers. Thank you for joining me at Capricorn's reading. And feel free to like, share, and subscribe. I would appreciate that. Keep these videos going so we can keep, you know, getting them turning for the as the tarot turns. Thank you. Okay. Right. Okay. And if this reading does not resonate with you, you can always check out your moon sign, rising sign, and Venus sign. So, you know, not all is lost. Is it? No, it's not really. So, as I tell, you know, other people that, you know, just because cards are telling you something and it resonates with you, it doesn't mean that you don't have control over, you know, deciding what your future is going to be. These are just guided messages. Just kind of, you know, warning you. It doesn't mean that you can't choose a different path, make other decisions for yourself, you know. Sometimes people can get lost in the message and forget that they do control what they choose to do and choose to go towards. So, know that you can control your own path. So what you have on the bottom is the Ace of Cups. Now, what this reading is focused on, what this all is about, is the Eight of Cups in reverse. It seems we're going into your past, Gemini. Let's think about this. Was somebody walking in and out of your life quite frequently? Or were you doing this? It seems somebody couldn't make up their damn mind what they wanted to finally just leave or make a decision to stay. And what it came down to was this continuous cycle made someone finally motherfucking leave. Yes, they left. With a lot of confusion. Gemini, you have a King of Cups here that's in reverse. You had somebody here that is either a water sign or, I know I don't always read the signs, but this is somebody that was standing in the energy more of the emotional realm, but they were not showing you their full emotions, is what I'm feeling. And it's like he's just, look at him, just sitting on that throne. Like he's looking out past towards everything. And I keep hearing this, it is what it is, right? That's bothersome. Is it? Is it what it is? You tell me. Well, it seems that with this King of Cups, there was somebody holding back from letting a transition happen with moving forward, letting this whole thing in the past finally end and be done with and over with so someone can have a new beginning. It was just delayed, and it had to do with the Queen of Cups. Now, I know you're an air sign, but this feels like in the emotional realm, whoever this is, you felt or they felt at one time that this was an actual, real, true match. That it felt right, that there could have been some kind of foundation started, but when this whole thing with the going back and forth started, it just like quickly made an end, especially emotionally. Um, What follows the Queen of Cups is the Page of Pentacles. This feels like someone was worrying themselves to death with why this energy is only in a page and not to at least a 10 of Pentacles, or at least half of a 10, something, 3, something, anything. That's what it feels like. Somebody just decided that, you know what, I'm gonna just go ahead and let myself stress over this, and I'm gonna go have sleepless nights over why didn't it turn into more than just a pentacle? Why didn't it become more? Was it me? Was it them? What did I do? Over and over and over in their head about this, going over, and so many motherfucking sleepless nights over this shit. And it felt like, God, I got a lot of cups here. A lot of water energy. So, again, this puts someone in the cycle of having to heal, having to go deep within themselves. Don't laugh. I heard that. Having to really focus on at least getting out of this obsessive energy of staying in the Nine of Swords. Somebody knew they had to do the work, and they had to eventually get out of this whole process of obsessing over this Page of Pentacles, why it was only a page. Now, while going through this process, whoever was doing the healing and going through it, again, they were going over why this was only a 9. I mean, why this cycle completed out and was not the real deal, the whole complete happiness. And because someone stayed within this energy, it brought them forth everything around them, emotions and actions, and how things affect and how they do with affecting, just brought in a lot of imbalance. It did not, the outcome was just, again, with a lot of swords, and someone just keeps trying to get, they're working really hard to get to a point where they can see some kind of new beginning to process and finally say, hallelujah, there's going to be something. But the thing that is blocking and keeping someone from moving forward is the Temperance. is in reverse. So, I mean, someone really wants to have a new beginning, obviously. Otherwise, they wouldn't have so many. I just feel that why would the death card show up? And having to worry so much about this. Now, let's flip over this card. Again, you got the Eight of Swords here. And what's beneath the Eight of Swords is the Nine of Swords. Okay? So, I am sorry, Gemini, but someone is just really in their head about this whole situation of someone leaving and not so much expressing their emotions is what that feels like. I know this is like in someone's head going over and over and over, when the truth is they can actually get themselves out of it. Why they can't do it is because all they're focused in on is the Eight of Cups, why somebody left. Instead of trying to see beyond just the why did they leave, then, you know, why didn't they ask the other questions of that revolved around it? You tell me. Okay, so let's clarify your cards. I've already pre-shuffled. Alright, let's get you some clarifications here and find out what is going on here. Holy Spirit guides, can you clarify the Ten of Cups? And let's make our rounds. Let's get started on clarifying these cards for me. Let's find out what we need to know and tell Gemini. Please and thank you. Let's guide some messages for Gemini. Oh yeah, if I didn't tell you before, we're going to fix the audio issues here, so you don't have to hear so much of the background noises. And hopefully it'll sound a lot better. And I can't talk super loud because other people are sleeping. And trying to be courteous. I usually do my readings late at night. It's just where my energy is the best, and I can focus better on bringing the guided messages to you guys. So, all right. Wow, they really... Apparently there's some hidden stuff going on here. Forming a circle here. Okay. Gemini. And every time I hear Gemini, I also think of that movie, The Fifth Element. I don't know if that resonates with some of you guys. You know the part where Ruby Rock in that one song. Yeah. Okay. Alright. So, with the Knight of Cups, we have clarifying the King of Cups, that's in reverse, is clarified by the Knight of Cups. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting another storyline going with this, and more guided messages about this. Okay, so the energy that I'm feeling with this King of Cups in reverse is the Knight of Cups. And what's followed is the Death in reverse and the Ace of Swords. Then you have the Queen of Cups with the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so this King of Cups, he decided to go and rush in with a new beginning, and wanted to balance with the Queen of Cups. And with that page, brought about a judgment. Someone was not getting the enlightenment that they needed, was not getting the guidance that they should have been taking and doing. And whoever was having the sleepless nights and doing the healing, apparently it put them in more of the energy of choosing not only to hold on to this situation in their head, but to also hold on to the whole overall situation, taking on too much, just too fucking much, choosing not to let this go. Now again, going back to the Knight of Cups with the Ace of Swords and Two of Pentacles, this is telling me that this King of Cups was rushing in because he had a new beginning. And this new beginning that he had, as to why he was delaying things with this Queen of Cups and trying to balance her, whatever it was that went on with this new beginning somewhere, there definitely needed to be a judgment passed. Turns out that with this healing, somebody finally got to see that who they thought was their one, that was their foundation, and overall just, all that in a bag of chips. It turns out they were not. In that process of healing and this Ten of Cups being in reverse, you're here represented, Gemini. You're looking at this situation and you're trying to be hopeful, with trying to get to a Ten of Cups, but really, you're getting, somebody's having a hard time seeing the guidance on this because they're not getting on any kind of balance. And because this Justice is in reverse, this is taking me back to the Two of Pentacles. Okay? And the Judgment in reverse. These are not upright. There is no enlightenment. There is no guided messages happening here. Somebody is not seeing the bigger truth. Okay? Now, let me tell you why. Now, with this Eight of Cups in reverse, somebody coming and going all the time, someone wanted to be in the energy of equal give and take, okay? And wanted to balance. But this also had to do in relation to somebody's wishes and dreams and wanting to establish this and wanted to share and do that. But no, that was not happening. The person that walked away chose to take their star and move in another direction. They did not want to do, share their hopes and dreams with the other person. And in that result of whoever was in the Eight of Swords finally got to see a person for who they really were. And let's just say a fraud, not quite all there as it in a bag of chips. And that's why this King of Pentacles is in reverse. That is what I'm picking up here. Okay? Okay? So, if someone does not want to share their hopes and dreams with you and to share yours, then no, there's not going to be any balance here. If someone can't support your dreams and your hopes and wanting to make you successful alongside with making them, you know, and just saying both sides collaborating and lifting each other up and being as they truly are, if you can't do that, what's the point? You know? So, Okay, Gemini. Let me get one more card on this King of Pentacles. And just to let you know that, let me get a clarifying on that too. Just to make sure before we end this reading. Alright. You keep having the Three of Swords coming out back over here. Again, that's what I'm feeling with that Knight of Cups. Somebody was waving their peacock feathers a little too brightly, if you know what I mean. Alright, let's clarify this King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Alright, so this King of Pentacles was holding back his energy. He didn't want to really come forth with action. So, let me see what this underlining energy is. Okay, okay. Why was this King of Pentacles doing this? Holding back energy and saying what needed to be, you know, said? Because there was a King of Wands at the, I guess, at the time someone was holding this King of Wands energy and was not doing the work to look at a higher guidance on understanding why they were holding back and choosing to put up all their walls. Somebody just didn't want to do the work because they were deciding to move in a direction to hide, to fight something, opposing something that they saw as not as much happiness as they thought it was going to be. Some deceptive energy. Let's clarify the Ace of Swords. Interesting. Let's clarify the Ace of Swords, please. Holy Spirit guides. Oh, come on. Really? You think that's funny? Okay. Alright. If that's the way you want to be. Okay, okay. Let's get these underlining messages. Okay, somebody went towards a new beginning, started a conversation, went towards this whole flirting with happiness and wanting to do this as to why they were delaying the ending of something with the Queen of Cups. Now, the underlying energy with this Sun card with the Ace of Swords, because somebody was in their head so damn much and not being able to, they could make a decision. They could make a decision and decide to get out of the swords, but they chose not to. What they actually did was they chose to go another path of saying, okay, what direction do I want to go in? What should I choose, the left one or the right one? I don't know. And then they decided, okay, fuck it, and they started leaning towards one direction more than the other, and thinking that, you know, if I do this, then I can lay down a motherfucking pentacle eventually, and this will give me some higher guidance, and I'll feel like I'm doing better, and I'll be able to make everything change for the better, for the good. But in the bottom line, what that did was that made whoever was indecisive having to make a decision. And of course, they did move on. But what they discovered was that all that in a bag of chips wasn't all that in a bag of chips. It was actually the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So that's what they found out. So, all right, Gemini, this is what I have for you on your reading. I hope that these guided messages helped you, or you at least found it entertaining. If you did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe so you can hear more silliness, and get a laugh. Comment below. And you all take care. And I do hope that you find what you're looking for in your guided messages if you don't get them here. Love, light, and healing to you all. Take care.